Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
And Spotify.
all this is going viral.
Jeff and Jeremy here. We're online, KZOZ.com. Check out the podcast. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on all your podcast players.
Disney's going away with the free Fast Pass. You now have to pay $15 a day. Will that affect you whether or not you go to Disneyland?
No, not at all. I'm still going.
Jeremy
It
says
costs so much more to go. I mean, it's already going to cost me $500. I can afford an extra $30 if I'm going
it's
for
all
2 days.
relative, right? You're only, I
mean,
guess,
food, everything.
I guess what you end up paying is about a little less than 10% of what your admission ticket is to Disneyland, extra for the Fast Pass. You're paying about 10% extra.
What's the average that a family
tell
of
you
four
what.
spends at Disneyland? Is that something I can Google? I'm going to look that up. I'm just curious.
But it depends on where you stay and stuff, too.
Well, sure. But there's got to be an average from staying somewhere nice to staying somewhere just cheapest. Average
These
cost.
are your choices on the poll question. Yes, I am tired of getting nickeled and dimed. No, it's Disneyland. I know. I just light piles of money on fire when I go there. That's Jeremy's answer. And and number 3 is I might start exploring other parks. And number 3 is where I lie with this. I've been to Disneyland too many times, so it's the situation is unique to me. I want to see other things. And you brought it up before. Now that the kids are getting older, other parks might be in play. Disneyland's kind of Fisher Price stuff, you know? I mean, it's for the kiddos. It's for the young and for the weird adults that think that somebody walking around in a mascot outfit is an actual celebrity. Like when you see Woody from Toy Story, you don't push down a 3-year-old to get to him so you can get a fake autograph from a guy that is just a tall guy in a hot suit on a Anaheim afternoon.
I am looking something up here. I don't know who goes to Disneyland for 7 days. This is a 7-day trip to Disneyland.
My stepbrother and my stepsister-in-law.
They'll go for 7 days.
Go for 7 days.
You know what the average is?
This is annoying. What?
$5,731. Now that's got to include your hotel too, right? It has to, right?
Yeah, because you're factoring in days. Then yeah, definitely.
A solo traveler for a week will spend $1,700
By yourself? That's the person.
$3,000.
My son to get Woody's autograph.
$3,000 for a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Like my wife and I have been talking about going because it's fun. I mean, I know it's for kids, but I'd like to just go. But I don't know when to go.
Don't.
There's probably no good day. It's got to be middle of the week, right?
As a couple, there is no reward in going to Disneyland.
Do we still get that perk, by the way, for working here?
No, we don't. They've done away with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it used to be that
Media
for
people would get a ticket.
people in the media that lived within driving distance of Disneyland, they would kick us down some
I
passes.
don't want to talk about Disneyland anymore then, except for how it sucks.
See? Changed your mind. Yeah, they spend. I want to say they spent probably about $10,000 on their trip. They stayed for 6 days.
Those 4 of them?
There was 4 of them, yes. And the interesting thing about it was
$10,000.
Holy crap. There was a weird hot string when we were there because we met them there for a weekend, and it was too hot for them because they were from places north, and they're like, and we were like toughing it out at 110 degrees, and we've got fans and water and all that stuff, and they're like, we can't take this. We're going to be in our hotel. So they stayed in their hotel room for the entire hot stretch, and it was 3 days. So half of their trip was spent in the hotel room. Now, granted, they stayed at the Californian Lodge.
When I got married in 2009, in 2010, I went on my honeymoon. We bought a timeshare in Mexico. I didn't spend much more than $10,000.
Oh, I know.
For life.
I know.
Now, I do spend
you have to go
$500 a year on maintenance fees. So, yeah, you could add that up. But still, I'm still under what it would cost. I mean, and we're there for 7 days. That's insane. I can't believe Disneyland
what are the
is that
churros
expensive.
like in Mexico?
They're pretty good, actually.
Are they?
I don't know. I'm not a churro guy.
I don't know what the churros are like.
I don't eat
I
churros.
would want to. Okay, this is a taste test. This is
Like, the bacon wrap hot dogs are way better there than they are here.
the ultimate taste test. We're going to take a churro from Disneyland, who arguably has the best churros, and put it against the churro from Mexico, the place where churros came from.
I got to think the Mexican churro wins.
I don't know.
It might give you diarrhea, though.
But you know what we do to Mexico? What we like to think we do to Mexico is we take their culinary ideas and we make them our own, Jeremy.
Well, we do. That's what Taco Bell is all about. And it's made Taco Bell people a lot of money. But here's the deal. It's not better. And some people may think it is. Then
Yeah. I had an authentic Mexican breakfast once, and I ended up spending 3 days in the hotel room.
Get ready to spend $5,000, almost $6,000 on average if you're going to go to Disneyland. Well, and then you got to buy, passes, 15 times 7. And is that per person or is that per family? Per person.
Per person per day. So you're talking about 60.
Yeah.
Let's do the math on
60 times 7 is
60 times
$420.
Wow. So that's an extra.
How do you like that math? And I didn't use my phone or
and
my
see,
calculator.
this is the people that are answering, yes, I'm tired of getting nickeled and dimed on things. That's where they come from. You're telling me I just had a $420 additional charge added to my trip that has already costed me $10,000?
Just so I can go on a ride that I already paid $125 to go do?
I understand the pain.
Whoa.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here online, KZOC.com. We're on Facebook. We got an Instagram page too.
Still?
At Jeff and Jeremy. Facebook has not taken us down, no matter what you put on there. Questioning facts.
Did you see what I wrote? Because I put that thing up there, and then they said this decision is misinformation. This is misleading. Our fact checkers have found that this could mislead people in the thing, and all it is a website that puts out data. And I said that the truthful people at Facebook do give me a warning about posting it. However, their team of independent fact checkers have found that the reporting from the hardworking healthcare workers who have been required to fill out these forms since 1990 is flawed versus their team of fact checkers.
At the social network's headquarters, Facebook knows more than healthcare workers.
Well, the healthcare workers are just recording data as they're told. But anyways.
Also on the Facebook page, and that's at Jeff and Jeremy if you want to check that out, we were asking you, what grooming products do you keep in your car? We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier this morning. We were talking
with the
about
hashtag on the go grooming.
Let's see, just disposable toothbrushes. See, I think that's is that a little overdoing it?
No, you never know when you're going to need it. I keep one on my desk at work.
Oh, no, I have one here, I guess, if I get food in my teeth and I need to get it out. Yeah. But she says toothbrushes, like there's multiple.
Well, it's good to have a surplus on hand when it comes to hygiene survival.
James also has a small bottle of cologne. Shani keeps a hairbrush, mascara, eyeshadow, tweezers, disposable toothbrushes.
Good job.
You know who carries all that in their car? Your mom. I love that your mom comments on our page.
Oh, she did say something?
She has hairbrush, mascara, eyeshadow, tweezers, disposable toothbrushes. What about wet wipes? I bet she's got wet wipes. She's grandma, right? Grandma's got to have wet wipes.
Tim does dude wipes. He doesn't do wet wipes. Nose hair trimmer. Okay, so this is what I have in my car. I don't do the nose hair trimmer. I should, though. Jeff, I'm going to follow your advice on that. I'm going to put that in the car.
Nose hair trimmer.
Yeah, because that's quick and easy. And you okay.
That's something you should be able to maintenance in the mirror in the morning before you come
I
I
keep the razor in the car when I am not growing a beard, like right now. I keep a razor in the car. I keep sunscreen in the car. I keep hair gel and hairspray in the car. And my daughter's brush and my brush are all in the car right now. Those are all the things I have in my car that are grooming products.
Where's this guy, Jeff? All right, I'm going to click on a picture of this guy.
Are you going to check out his nose hair?
He apparently says he has nose hair trimmers in his vehicle with him at all times. All right, can I get this to load? It's
a smart move.
He's a clean-shaven guy.
It's a smart move. And it looks like he's in sales. So, you don't would you want to buy a car from a guy, he's in auto sales, in fact. Would you want to buy a car from a guy that had nose hair coming out of his Out of his nose? No.
Personally, I really would, because it'd be something to distract him from his game of trying to sell me the car. I'm like, hey, you got a nose hair coming up. I think we're going to need to knock off another 1,000 off this.
It's a preventative sales technique.
We need to knock off another 1,000 off this deal, and hopefully I throw him off his game enough to go, okay, well, let me see what I can do.
When you were riding in the car with me, I noticed that a nose hair fell out of your nose. So you're going to knock any off the price on that? Yeah, that would be an effective
Tim
technique.
writes in, he says, rubber gloves and hand sanitizer. I saw somebody the other day. It was a woman. Probably, she was all gray, so at least 60s, maybe closer to 70. But we'll just say in her 60s, driving by herself with a mask on and gloves on in her car by herself. Gloves on, the steering wheel, I could see her hand. She had rubber gloves on, and she had the mask on. She was so afraid that she was going to get a virus.
Give herself.
That she was wearing rubber gloves in the car, that she's probably, it was an older car she's been driving for probably a long time. And I thought, damn it, that's sad. I felt bad for her. I just wanted to say, hey, it's going to be okay. But maybe that made her feel protected.
Yeah, people do whatever they want to do. I don't care. It's not for me to say.
But you do judge them.
You shouldn't wear
You're
a mask.
You're a judgy son of a bitch.
I think it's a bit silly that you think you're going to give yourself COVID. But whatever.
Maybe she touches her face a lot, and that's why she wears them. Well, no, but it wouldn't matter because
they stopped telling us to stop worrying about that in May of 2020.
You can let us know what you keep in your car: grooming products, maybe body suits, hazmat suits, if that's something you feel comfortable with. 805-543-3693 or the 805 Beer Lines. We're on our Facebook at Jeff and Jeremy.